Hello everyone, you're going to work your projects, right? Now, you need to understand that we have a process, a big process, and a complex process. Now, first of all, you need to understand that we have detonating, right? For example, you all know, well, I already told you this, my detonating is always the death, right? Because my good friend dies. One of my best friends died. Now we have uh, my friend's dead, right? And how can I use this as a detonating? Well, I felt sad, right? The emotion is sadness. Sadness. Sorry, I write it wrong. Anywho, it's sadness. Okay, I'm going to use it as a detonating, right? This is an emotion. How can I explain that? Okay, uh, pain, hurt, right? We have like different kind of pain because pain is something that we feel, and the heart it's something that we feel but deeper, right? I think when you said it hurts, it's much more an emotional stuff than a physical stuff. The pain it's physical, and heart it's like okay, you can use it physical too, but we use it more in emotional stuff. So we going to use this one, and I have an instructor, right? It's the detonating, right? The emotion in now the feeling. This is how it works. Then now I identify my detonating. I'm going to use it to argumentating. I can't argumentate this shit. Sorry. But I can use it, right? Uh, hurt. It was a lot of pain in that event when he died. But to argument it, I'm going to use this. So if I'm going to talk about it, have like a lot of stuffs, right? And we're in Mexico. You already know this. Identity, what is it? When we talk about identity, we talk about culture and we talk about what we are, right? This is a kind of description, but a deep description. We need to use it, and I use it. Now, this guy loves a big fest called Alfeñique. Sorry. This Alfeñique, it's a death fest, you know, in Toluca. And he loves that candy skulls that we use to celebrate death. We all use it. All Mexico use it. But in Toluca, it's actually a something bigger, right? It's a celebration, big celebration. the whole month we are eating these candies, these skulls, candy skulls, chocolate skulls, and stuff like that. And we have like a lot of flavor on that skulls. You can find some coffee chocolate skull and blueberry chocolate skull. You know, like a lot of flavors in there. Anyway, he works in a museum from Alpenique. You know, he actually studied the 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 history of this town, right? And I'm going to write it. So now I can work with this, right? The argument can be the Mexican identity about that, you know, because we have like a lot of elements in Mexico to describe that, and I'm going to use it like this, right? This is kinda candy's colors, right? We have colors that we can't see in a real skull. Those are candy skulls. You can see it. Of course, with this, I don't know how to say this. This kind of creepy, creepy looking, but those are candy skulls. It's candy. It's not a real skull, right? It's a representation of a candy skull. So now we have detonating, right? In a complex way. You can't use just sadness, yeah, okay, or oh it hurts. No, no, no. You need to understand this is a process. I actually feel this, right? Felt this. This was a painful event in my life, and I use it to describe how can I project it in a piece of art, right? Now we have the process. Detonating argument, right? Because this is an investigation. This is not just this, right? I actually try to investigate about it and the object. So this is how it works. You need to understand that. So if you have Russian constructivism, remember you need the politic context. You're going to use your politic context to construct your Russian constructivistic art, right? Now, but this is a process. This is just an example, people. And anyway, AMLO. Now, how can you feel about it? You write it. And argument. What happened with that AMLO stuff? AMLO changed the politics in Mexico. You know, we had 100 years of another kind of politic, and we have a new kind of or neopolitic stuff, right? And neopolitic process and stuff like that until he wins. You can use that on your argument, and then objetalizing with the Russian constructivistic technique, right? Collage, street art, stuff like that, right? Stickers, illustrations, realism. You can abstract it, of course. You have a lot of tools about it. Then, if you have impressionism, remember you have the detonating, of course. You have the realistic stuff, in the argument. It's maybe how can you feel about any escape land and stuff like that. Use the technique. Remember, Impressionism is much more about technique than the other stuffs. And the same with Expressionism. Expressionism is actually the same stuff. But you have to understand we have a process and you need to use it. If you don't have it, you're wrong. And you're going to quit on my class. See you in hell, my good friends. You have a lot of work to do. And you just have 39 minutes to do it. See you on the other side.